TTIP, TTIP, Setting Precedents for Transparency, Cecilia Malmstrom, EC Commissioner. A visit to European Parliament TTIP Reading Room by Ming Flanagan, MEP.
I'm on my way down to the reading room, the TTIP reading room, where I'm going to get to view 3 different consolidated texts, and this is their idea of democratic oversight. The texts I'm going to view, they have already been decided on by the United States and by the European Union, and now I get a chance to read them. And it's important to point out that all I do is get a chance to read them. I get a pen with paper that they provide me with, and I have to take down the details. I'm not allowed to bring in a camera to photograph the documents. I'm not allowed to bring in a tape recorder to record reading them out. All I'm allowed to do is bring in a pen and to write it down. Now, anyone who's gone in there before, those that I've talked to, they've said they come out none the wiser. Who knows? This is really just a test run, and we'll be going in again and again over the next few weeks on issues to do with agriculture and many other areas. So, I think now.
At this point, Ming goes through a maze of corridors and elevators to finally get to the TTIP reading room reception area, where he's met by a lady who's going to supervise his visit.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
What exactly is the procedure?
You must leave your mobile telephones and electronic devices in the cupboard that is there.
I must leave it where?
In the cupboard. I'm going to come.
Oh, I must leave these in the cupboard today?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Come with me. Keep your mobile telephone and electronic devices.
And you're going to lock it in here?
Yes, it's going to be locked during the consultation. I will remain with you during all the period of the consultation.
You will remain with me during all the period of the consultation?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
There is still one little document that you should sign before you come in. Is the security briefing form. We have not yet received it from you. If you don't mind.
No, Grant, yeah. Well, I do mind, but a bit like if someone had kidnapped my children, they put a form in front of me and said, sign it or you'll never see your children again. I've been told, sign this form or no MEP will ever see these documents again. That's what gangsters do, the mafia does. But then again, it is a bit like the mafia, isn't it? Anyway.
It's the instructions we have.
Oh, I fully understand. And thank you for cooperating in this, because this is a very important exercise for democracy, so that people actually know how this works.
Yeah.
I am now signing to say I will not tell the people who elected me in detail what's in this room.
It's here on your left. You very quickly because otherwise the alarm will...
I have to do it quickly because...
Otherwise the alarm is going to...
The alarm is going to go off, and what happens if the alarm goes off?
If the alarm rings,
Yeah?
the security comes.
And the security comes. And what happens if the security comes?
They want to know why the alarm rings.
Okay, alright.
So we must go into the room.
We have to go in very quickly,
Yes.
in case anyone who voted for me might see something they're not meant to see. It's very interesting.
Please.
How could you not want to be part of this union? Wouldn't you be crazy not to be?
Ming spends 15 minutes in the TTIP reading room before emerging.
I've got another solemn, it seems like a disgusting use of the word solemn, but a solemn declaration to sign. And as I explained earlier, I can only take handwritten notes. But it appears now that if I write down the documents verbatim, and then I make their contents known verbatim, I will potentially prevent any other MEP ever seeing these documents again. Now, I've asked for clarification because I understood, flawed and all as it was, that I could go in with my pencil, as Bertie Ahern called it, and I could write the whole thing down. But I am not allowed to accurately write it down. So, as an MEP, I'm being asked to do a dodgy job of transcribing this, and then that'll be okay. I've also been told that I can tell it in my own words. Well, if I choose that my own words be identical to the words on these, I'll have broken some law. Welcome to the European Union. Welcome to the heart of Europe. We're at the heart of Europe now.
To raise his concerns about access to this document, Ming was directed to Bernd Lange, another MEP, presumably with some official brief. Ming met Bernd Lange's assistant, Mr. Tim Peter. Mr. Peter suggested Ming email Mr. Lange. Immediately he got back to his office, he did so. This is from his reply. The fact that these confidential documents can be consulted in the premises of the European Parliament has been a great achievement for the institution and has enabled us, MEPs, to better exert our role of parliamentary scrutiny of these negotiations. Ming has highlighted the phrase, a great achievement, and says, this tells you a lot. When the main man dealing with TTIP from the European Parliament considers this smokescreen of democracy a great achievement. How is allowing elected MEPs to view documents on issues already decided scrutiny of the negotiations? Anyway, that's it. A visit to the TTIP reading room. A farce presented as a freedom. Transparency EU style. Stay tuned.